But look, what did it take for us to get to the point of an apology? We had to threaten a lawsuit, Jesse. And by the way, we're still entertaining it. We're talking to some of the best lawyers out there that are experts in this. And as you know, these things can be very complicated. There's a lot of facts and circumstances around it. But we're not going to let this go, because you should not be able to smear 5,000 high school and college kids and then just be able to walk away with
that hot mess that they air in the mornings called The View had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections, legal corrections. Not to mention what they did at that debate, where once again, they tried to fact check only one side. And then when their fact checks got fact checked, they cowered. They cowered in fear. I mean, this is a pattern with them.
It started like any other Monday morning on daytime TV. The View's host sipping coffee, tossing around headlines, and Whoopi Goldberg casually preparing for another round of hot takes. But what unfolded that day wasn't a casual panel chat or your average political debate. No, this was the start of a televised implosion, an unscripted, full-throttle media mess that spiraled so far off the rails, even loyal viewers couldn't look away. It wasn't just another awkward Whoopi moment. This time, she went head-to-head with a storm that had been brewing for months. And when it hit, it wasn't subtle. It was Charlie, Kirk, and Megyn Kelly on a collision course with daytime royalty. And, spoiler alert, the Queen didn't walk away with her crown intact. So, what exactly happened? It all started with a segment on Turning Point USA, a conservative student summit hosted by none other than Charlie Kirk. Now, whether you agree with Kirk's politics or not, what happened next isn't about party lines. It's about what happens when media arrogance meets unfiltered backlash. The View didn't just criticize the event, they slandered it. Whoopi Goldberg, the show's outspoken anchor, lumped 5,000 teenagers, high school and college students, together with protesters throwing out anti-Semitic slurs. No nuance, no clarity, just an on-air insinuation that immediately ignited a firestorm. Now, here's the thing. Charlie Kirk is used to criticism. He lives in the crossfire. But when you smear kids, 16, 17-year-olds who flew out to hear speakers and engage in debates, you cross a different kind of line. Kirk didn't just clap back. He went full tactical nuke. Lawsuit threats were made, public apologies were demanded. And The View, faced with the threat of legal hellfire, issued a correction. Not once, not twice, but 4 times. That's not oops, we misspoke. That's we got caught and now we're scrambling. But let's rewind, because the real story here isn't just about one bad segment, it's about a pattern. Whoopi Goldberg didn't just fumble a line, she fumbled the entire premise of her persona. The woman who built her brand on being the wise, witty voice of reason had turned into something else entirely, an unpredictable cocktail of smugness, half-facts, and condescension wrapped in celebrity entitlement. And this time, the internet didn't just notice, it lit up. Enter Megyn Kelly, not loud, not unhinged, just surgical. Where Kirk came in like a wrecking ball, Kelly dissected the entire moment with courtroom precision. She didn't scream. She didn't rant. She built a case. Exhibit A, Whoopi's on-air meltdown. Exhibit B, her long history of one-sided rants. Exhibit C, The View's transformation from talk show to echo chamber. And then she made her closing argument, the one no celebrity wants to hear, irrelevance. Because here's the brutal truth. Being wrong is forgivable. But becoming irrelevant, that's a death sentence in the age of clicks and virality. And Kelly knew it. Her takedown wasn't about proving Whoopi wrong. It was about revealing how far she drifted from cultural resonance. And the response? Oh, it wasn't quiet. Clips of Whoopi's wide-eyed panic started circulating. Viewers who used to nod along now watched in stunned silence. Her signature sass? Flatlined? The once powerful eye rolls? Gone. In their place? Pauses. Confusion. A sense that, maybe for the first time, Whoopi was realizing the room wasn't on her side. This wasn't just backlash, it was a reckoning. Because, let's be honest, The View has long stopped being a conversation. It's become a group chat where everyone yells, no one listens, and facts are more of a suggestion than a requirement. And Whoopi? She's the moderator, the narrator, the judge, the jury, and more recently, the punchline. Charlie Kirk didn't just highlight one mistake. He exposed a system that props up elite smugness and pretends it's insight. He tore open a carefully curated facade and showed the world the rot underneath. He didn't go after a moment. He went after the brand. The whole daytime circus. And the public? Oh, they ate it up. Memes exploded, TikToks popped off, Twitter turned it into a theater. The clip of Whoopi's apology went viral, not because it was heartfelt, but because it looked like someone forced her to read it at teleprompter point. "I'm sorry. My bad." That's what she said, and it landed with the emotional weight of a soggy napkin. But the takedown didn't end there. Megyn Kelly rolled out the receipts, a highlight reel of Whoopi's greatest hits, from bizarre analogies to political. Rants so off-base, they made conspiracy theorists look grounded. She built a timeline of decline, a slow, steady unraveling of the media figure who once commanded respect. And here's where it gets cold. Kelly didn't call Whoopi dangerous. She called her outdated. Think about that. In a world that cancels people for being offensive, Kelly's critique cut deeper. She labeled Whoopi as irrelevant, stuck in the past, phoning it in while the world moved on. And that hurts more than any outrage cycle, because you can bounce back from scandal. But from irrelevance? Not so easy. And while this digital takedown was unfolding, The View just kept going. Same format, same tone, but something had shifted. The aura cracked. The untouchable Whoopi. Goldberg suddenly looked very, very touchable. This wasn't a scandal. This was a personality collapse, in slow motion, with commentary. And maybe that's the lesson here, because The View isn't just a TV show, it's a cultural thermometer. And when it loses touch, when its loudest voice becomes its weakest link, the audience doesn't just notice. They react, they tweet, they mock, and sometimes they stop watching. Whoopi's fall didn't happen in a day. It happened over years. 1,000 little missteps, wrapped in the self-righteousness, packaged as wisdom. And when the reckoning came, it wasn't because she said something outrageous. It's because she stopped being interesting. The truth? People don't clap forever, and even legends can lose the room. So here we are. Whoopi, quiet. Kirk and Kelly, victorious. And The View? Still spinning, but wobbling harder than ever. And that begs one final question. Was this the moment daytime TV finally jumped the shark? Because if so, we just witnessed it live, with full sound, in HD. If you loved this breakdown of mainstream media chaos, tap that like button, subscribe, and buckle up, because we've got more digital meltdowns, cultural collisions, and epic media faceplants coming your way.